Hello and welcome to Are The Dwarves, a real-time tactical game set in the Dwarven universe. You're able to play with 3 different dwarves, whose mission is to collect a Dwarven star somewhere within the Endless Stone. They are basically astronauts adventuring through various nasty places, killing things and collecting shiny orbs. The dwarves are called Smashfist, Forcer and Shadow, and all of them have different abilities that you can use to defeat the enemies. At the start of the game you can only play with Smashfist, who is a melee tank type of a dwarf. The game has a very important mechanic, called active pause. This method of gameplay is popular in strategy games that I really like, and this being a tactical MOBA style game, it is a bit different. It relies heavily on real-time decision making, and by pressing space, the time drastically slows down, which allows you to plan your moves. The enemies don't have any sense of group tactics. As soon as they hear you, they will attack, and they won't stop attacking until you're dead. Enemies with ranged weapons will try their best to stay as far from you as they can, while still hitting you with their stupid little shitty projectiles. The second dwarf you can play with is Forcer, and he becomes available after around half an hour of gameplay. He is a mix between a support and ranged offensive character. One ability is a shotgun, another one is a rifle, then a decoy and a grenade. His special ability is a shield that defends and raises the stats of the dwarves in it. While playing, you'll encounter a few different orbs and shrines. This ball thing restores your health, while this yellow thing allows you to upgrade your characters and save your progress. In the upgrade screen you will be able to use Dwarven stones to get upgrades to your spacesuit and add different stats to your abilities. The bar in the middle is armor. By having more and more segments of the armor, your dwarf gets stronger and gets more additional abilities. To be able to get these upgrades, you gotta collect orbs that can be found scattered all over the place, usually hidden behind walls or roots. The game features another type of area called the Anomaly Zone, where you float with Forcer and use your weapons to move. This place has black holes and you gotta make sure not to float into them or you'll die. I don't know how often this appears in the game. At this point I was playing for about 45 minutes. After another half an hour, Forcer meets with Smashfist, and then you can play with both of them. This is where everything goes to shit. I don't know whether I'm completely retarded or is the game just too difficult, but I tried about 12 different ways of trying to get past these motherfuckers, and I just can't. Nothing works. This is why I can't show you the third dwarf, Shadow, who is probably the most fun of them 3, since he uses stealth, and I like stealth. If you want my opinion on the game, which I assume you do, I can tell you that it is negative. I do not like this game, because the necessity of the pause button and the overall design of the game is simply not something that is very appealing to me. It is way too difficult, despite spending 2 hours trying to learn the controls, and the only way to learn is to die over and over and over and over again. I understand that it is a tactical game, where you need to think and plan ahead, but it is just very clumsy and kinda boring. I don't get any satisfaction from killing the monsters properly, and the game design is unclear, with a lot of the terrain being inaccessible and/or simply unnecessary. The Anomaly Zone is terribly annoying and frustrating to navigate through, and it adds absolutely nothing to the gameplay. It feels unnecessary. I think the main problem that I have with this game is the fact that it is not a strategy game. It is an adventure game with a highlight on tactical combat. I thought I would be okay with this, but the design and overall controls of the abilities feel wrong. You see, as you play, you progress through areas that are simply areas. Having actual levels with stages and better visual design would probably make it much more appealing to me. I was looking forward to We Are The Dwarves, and it seemed like a pretty promising tactical game, but after 2 hours I'm simply not interested in playing anymore. Keep in mind, these are my opinions. You might very well like the game and enjoy it immensely, but to me it is frustrating and not enjoyable. Perhaps it is a great game that simply requires some patience and skill to learn how to play properly, but if it takes longer than 2 hours to start actually enjoying it, then I think that's a bit wrong, isn't it? Thanks for watching, and make sure to let me know if you do get the game, did you like it and why? I have been Petard, your glorious lord, and may the blessings of Petardia eternally touch your butt.